Hello guys. So today I'm gonna show you some carrot techniques, some slicing and dicing of carrots. And to my disposal I have a peeler, a flat peeler from Victorinox, very handy. I have a Munetoshi. It's been thinned and sharpened by Ayanori. It's a very good knife, guys. We have some lovely carrots, and I have a bowl to put my carrots in, and I have a bucket to put my trash in. Without further ado, guys, let's get into it. Let's start off with the first. I always, when I peel with these peelers, I put my produce down on the board and I do long strokes. So there is no risk of injuring. Look at that. Lovely. Clear off there. So for this one, we'll cut off the top and the bottom. We'll chop it in the middle. We'll get two pieces. So for this, I take the bottom off, put it flat so it doesn't move. And then the easiest bit here is to make it square. If you want to make juliennes, you make it square first. These are snacking carrots, or for a stew or a dip. So now we have a square carrot. Now we're gonna cut as straight and thin as we humanly possibly can. Humanly possibly can. And now we put them back into order. If they move about too much, you just use half of it. I like to do this with a lower stack. It's easier. So from here, thin again, very thin, very thin. Remember, this doesn't have to go fast. If you get a bit of a wonky piece at the end, you can save this for the stockpile or snacking carrots. I always try to keep like the last bits for the stock. So here we end up with very fine. You can make them even thinner if you want to, but they're fine. They have roughly the same shape. If you want to get them precise, you can, for the first step, you can use a mandolin. So now we do this again. The geometry in this knife now is insanely good. So let's make some brunoise. For this we need juliennes first. Brunoise we can use to make a sofrito, just a garnish type of slight chop, but they're so small. They're so insanely small that you can see through them. And the size determines what you're going to use them for. The smaller they are, the finer they can be used for, like decoration or something. And the smaller you chop stuff and then you cook it, the quicker it's going to dissolve into food. So that's very fine. Now we can go down a different route. We still have the same like ribbons. If we do this at an angle now, so we chop off from the corner, we use this for stock. And now we do side cuts. Even a small carrot you can change the angle when you cut to make longer ribbons. So now it looks like a big carrot, but we still just used a small one. And they are so thin that you can see my glove straight through the carrot. And this is perfect for topping off. If you do this and yellow zucchini, same way. You can top a bouillabaisse off on top there, and some aioli and a bit of herbs. It's really lovely. So, we have a big stockpile here, or snacking carrots for the camera guy. Tasty stuff. Remember guys, I'm using a carbon steel knife. I'm not wiping it, I'm just using it. It's not developing rust if you're insecure. See, I'm still working with the knife. It's not as dangerous. It develops a patina, absolutely. But still, that's all that there is. So, let's look at a different perspective here now. Let's only use the peeler for now. We start by peeling the carrot the same way we just did the rest of the stuff. Lovely, here we go. We're not gonna take off anymore now. We're not gonna cut off the ends or anything. We're gonna try to clear up our station first. Lovely. Say you want a quick pickle or a garnish for a salad. The only thing you need is the peeler. So you continue to do the same thing. You get all these lovely ribbons. These ribbons are amazing to just make a quick pickle out of and use them for topping. When you get into a ski slope, you flip the carrot around and you do the other way. See how good they are? And they're so thin as well, like you can see my glove through it. If you really want to, you can make Juliennes out of these. So, this end piece, you can go all the way through, doesn't matter. I usually save this either for use in a bolognese or something. I chop it up later on, or I use it for just any sort of type of stew. This now, I love this. This is a already made carrot salad. If you do the same thing to a cucumber and you mix them up, it's perfect. Just put some olive oil, some salt, some pepper, some lemon. It's an amazing salad. So versatile. Ribbons done as well. So, one more then. Say you're making a casserole or a stew. We get back to the peeler. We peel like we normally should. Oh, look at that. It's a bit wonky. You have a bit of a pin. Ah, look at that. Hold on. See, that's what it's for. A little end piece. And now we clear our lovely station here a bit. Cut off the ends. From here, very easy now. Take your knife, 45 degrees. Lovely, and cut straight. So from this, you cut straight, and 45, and straight. Oops. Straight and 45 and straight and 45 and straight and 45 and straight and 45. So if you do this with like heritage carrots, you make them like this. You can line a plate up, you can put them in a stew, and you can make them big, you can make them small, but they elevate the plate when you cook. It's very easy, a very nice way to make the food a bit more three-dimensional. So they pop out a bit. If you make them taller, they're gonna pop more. Shorter, works too. Well, that's a few techniques and a peeler and some carrots. I hope you enjoyed. Eat more veggies, guys. Stay sharp.